Hello everyone, and welcome! I'm Kev, and today I want to talk about a very small sliver of positivity in the Halo community. I know there's not a whole lot right now, because Halo Infinite Season 2 was extended to 6 months, so understandably, a lot of people were really pissed. And 343, they've actually gotten a little bit better at damage control, because they know that just throw Joe Staten at whatever problem, and he'll be able to help do the damage control for it. Which is a little sad that it's gotten to that point, but just a couple of minutes of the developers physically talking to us always does a hell of a lot more than just blog posts, you know, like that will always reach us a hell of a lot better. But one of the things that I wanted to focus on was a little bit which I am very keen for, which is the idea of our custom Spartans from multiplayer being involved in the cutscenes. Take a look.
But if we want to bring up the image of the Spartans, so you can see in this image, you have Spartan Din in the middle there on his knees. You have Spartan Eklund on the right. Brian, who's that Spartan on the left? That's the player. That's you. That's you in the game. And so however you show up with your customization, that'll be you. If you're rocking
my full neon Spartan and all my katanas or my samurai, it's all going to be there, right?
100%.
My mohawk.
Yep.
Okay.
I know that it's a really small detail, but these small details help to make games more enjoyable. And I used to love how in Halo Reach, whenever I would rank up and get new armor pieces, I would buy them and just put them on my Spartan and redo the opening cutscene from Halo Reach just to see how it would look. And it just makes you more proud of your individual Spartan. I'm also really keen for Season 2's story, because I think it has a very interesting and cool idea, which is that Spartans have now brought something dangerous back to the Academy, and that puts everything at risk. It almost seems as if Spartan Din has brought back a virus, possibly even a banished AI, that is going to take things over and cause a lot of damage. For me, at least, I really want to see this season have some interesting gameplay and something that's going to set it apart on the actual physical game that you play, not just a cool cutscene. We don't want a greener to just come around and say, okay, this virus has hacked a bunch of Spartans at the Academy. Go in and just get 50 kills in multiplayer and you'll get this cool helmet. I don't want generic stuff like that. I want Halo to stand out and to set a bit more of a standard for itself, you know? So if you think about it, this could be a really good time not only to add Firefight to Halo Infinite, but to give it a cool twist, where instead of waves of enemies, you could fight against a ridiculous number of AI-controlled Spartans. That would be very interesting, especially if the odds and the numbers are stacked against you. I could see that being a hell of a lot of fun, especially with a good set of mates. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Firefight. As long as the gameplay is unique, I'll spend more time in Infinite. Because in the campaign, I can't select which missions I specifically want to play, so I usually end up just not bothering with it. And the multiplayer has a lack of content which I can really only tolerate for a couple of hours every, 3 or 4 days, and that's about it. So I think adding something more than just challenges and events and cosmetics would really help the game a lot. Maybe that is asking a bit too much from 343, because as a development studio, they are just not making the kind of leaps and progress that we want to see at this point. I mean, this is the same company where their marketing team is trying to shove an $87 Tenrai sweater down my throat. Like, I know I'm Australian and our dollary dues don't count for as much, but this is pretty ridiculous. But at the end of the day, that's just my thoughts on it all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. It's all part of the great journey, so join me. I've been Kev, and I'll see you all on the next one.